Hi there, wonderful awakening beings and spiritual souls. Jo Rose for JoRose.com, numerologist and energy forecaster. In this video, I'm sharing with you Life Path 8. This is a part of my Life Path series. You can find the full playlist in the link below. Included in the playlist is an intro video explaining the importance of your date of birth and the life path number itself. Also in that video I share with you how to correctly calculate your life path number. So maybe pause this video and go to the link above and check it out. Whether you're a late life path or not, come on back. It could be your partner's parents, children, sibling, family, friends or work colleagues. All my videos have nuggets that can help you grow and evolve in this lifetime, whether it be working on your relationships with those, understanding this number, or just you understanding some of the elements, because we all have part of the numbers somewhere in our lifetime. Let's get on to the Life Path 8. The Life Path 8 is the number of the business leader, the great visionary. We often think of top management and CEO. It's often envied by many people for all the wrong reasons, I feel. It's envied because it's classed as the money number. However, it's really the number of power. The challenge for this life path number is understanding how to use the power. It's also about reclaiming your personal power. Chances are people that are on an 8 life path are born into low income or a lack family environment, and it's down to really pushing themselves, excelling themselves to make a success. When we think of the Life Path 8, we think of money, business and work. I just want to change the mindset slightly and have you think of success, recognition and wealth. There is a difference between wealth and money. Wealth is when you have an abundance of everything. Your life is rich. And that's why people envy the 8, because when the 8 is vibrating correctly, it manages to attract great abundance. As I said, they may have come from a lack, not in all cases, but even if they were born into money, the chances are an 8 will struggle with understanding. If they haven't made the money, they don't respect the money. Some people feel that money is evil. A lot of people on a spiritual path believe that money has no part of it. In today's world, here on earth, in order to exchange things outside trading time and time or product and product, we have money. Money is a transfer of energy, and if you want to look at the back of the money, it basically says it's an IOU, so you're using it to exchange a value. As I said, it's about success, recognition and wealth. The most important part is power and having you reclaim your personal power. What do you need to do to reclaim your personal power? Well, I'm going to give you 8 little steps of understanding this. First of all, you want to cut out complaining. An 8 can complain that it's not working or it's hard, and they're the 8s that get stuck and don't seem to be able to attract the abundance. They're in a very negative energy. If something isn't working, don't waste your energy, don't waste your power in complaining about it. Seek to solution solve. What is it that you're complaining about? Is obviously something that you're not happy with. So now ask yourself, what would you like to replace that? So stop complaining and start finding solutions to move from where you are to where you'd like to be. 2, take responsibility emotionally. No one can make you feel any way. So let go of blame. You feel the way you feel because somebody has triggered something inside you. So take a hold of your emotions. Learn to go within and find out how you feel about whatever it is that's going on. To help you do this, number 3, establish boundaries. How far are you prepared to go, or how far are you prepared to let others go? When you step into your personal power, when you know and understand who you are, you know what you won't do. And if you're relying on other people to do things and they're not pulling their weight, or they're not turning up, but you feel that, or they lead you to believe that they're doing you a favour, if the favour isn't making you feel good, then you either need to speak up or get out of it. And when I say speak up, it's not about complaining, it's about letting them know where they're at. The 8 is very diplomatic, or will become very diplomatic, because it's one of the skills they need to develop. Number 4, don't hold grudges. Forgive. Like I say, turn it around. Whatever it is teaching you. If you've come from a lack of funds or a poor environment, don't believe that just because you are coming from that you can't get out of it. We only need to look at some people like Richard Branson or Alan Sugar or many others that have come from a lack of education or maybe a lack of money, but they've had an idea, they've had a concept, they've had something they're passionate about, and they've pursued it and gone for it. Number 5, know your values. When you know your values, when you know what fulfills you, you won't get pulled in other directions. It's only when you don't know or you're unsure do you tend to be bobbing along with everybody else. The 8 is not a follower, it's a leader. 6, let go of victim language. Let go of negative self-talk. What you feed yourself is what you become. So don't tell yourself it's hard, or it's not possible, or I don't have the money, or I can't make this business concept work, or I'm not educated in that field. If it's right for you, find a way. Number 1, cut the complaining, solution solve, make it happen. 7, self-validate. Don't look externally for validation. They're just fleeting things coming from people. Chances are you probably fed them something that made them feel good, and therefore that they're sharing back with you. You need to self-validate, know your own strengths. If you're doing good, say you're doing good. If you want to do better, pep yourself up to do better. But self-validate. What is it that you want? The chances are, as an 8, and the 8 is very innovative and pioneering, is they've got big ideas. So know what it is that you are passionate about and follow through. And number 8, stand out. Be seen, be heard. Don't blend in. Often we think about the 8s and they stand up there and people are giving them such recognition, such credit. But if they blended in, they would not be the top manager or the CEO. They would not have created a great business, and often chances more than one great business. So you need to step up and stand out. You do this all by owning your personal power. These 8 steps are a way to move forward. What are your dreams? What do you want? They may be way out there because the 8's a big idea, but you've got to go back and start and work your way through it. The 8 learns a lot from repetition. Karma's a big number. What goes around comes around. The 8 is about reaping the harvest. What did you sow? What are you going to get back? So look at where you can learn and grow from. What do you need to develop in this lifetime? Balance. You need to balance power with respect. Knowing and understanding power, not from a manipulative aspect, but from an inspirational, motivational. If you've worked your way up, or you are working your way up, you know what it's like to be down there. An 8 connects and understands and brings people up with them. Balance again, personal and professional. Now this isn't one or the other. This is really balancing your personal life and your professional life. The 8 is a workaholic. It is driven, tenacious, authoritative, hardworking, and it's got this big goal and it wants to make it work. It can often forget the family in the process. Now the family is very important. The family will be looked after financially, catered for, and have what the 8 can afford to buy them. They will look great on the arm and have some wonderful material assets as well. But you can't buy love, you can't buy family connection, and you have to remember to take time out with the family. What's the point of making stacks and stacks of money and having no one to share it with? Because the 8 can lose a lot in a divorce practice. So let me just tell you that. The 8 needs to balance inspiration and manipulation. So inspire others to better themselves. Don't manipulate others to better themselves. You have to make sure that you're doing it for everybody and not the greed of the self. The real balancing act comes in balancing the spiritual and the material. As I said, many people look at wealth as money. Well, yes, money can be a great reward for what you do, but if it doesn't spiritually fulfill you and isn't spiritually connecting, there will come a time where it's just a phase, just a fad. But if you are filling your soul up, and I explain this by, if you have a car and you put gas, oil and water in it, the car goes. Same with the human. If you put, and not gas, we don't want to put gas in us, do we? If we put fuel, which is food, water, say oil or sleep, then we've got the energy to go. However, if the car battery is not working, it doesn't matter how much gas, oil or water you've put in it, it's going nowhere. And that's the same as if you're not fulfilling the spiritual aspect, the soul aspect of what you do. You can earn stacks of money, but if you don't love what you do, you're disconnected. And it's about always aligning yourself. Understanding your personal power, your values, your direction, what you're passionate about and where you're going will help you do this. Do it not just for you, but your family and those around you that you care for. As I said, it's all about repetition and karma. The 8 is about taking, you need to develop these things, understanding that you learn and grow from something. Think it, ink it, do it, review it. You need to understand what works and what doesn't. The 8 doesn't need to waste energy. It doesn't like small talk as such. It is always wanting to move forward and not repeat. You only keep going through the repetition if you don't get the learning and the growth. The 8 is intolerant to ignorance. So it needs to understand and it wants those around them to understand. You also need to understand those around you. Let's look at what you need to release. You need to release feeling that life is difficult. I said often you may come from not understanding money and wealth or a lack of. Let go of feeling that it's difficult and find a way to achieve it. Release any blame for situations or things that happen and take responsibility for it. Let go of negative thoughts. What you focus on expands. So focus on positive. If a problem's come, a challenge, solution solve. Look at it as a way of growth. Let go of anyone that's wrong done you. Revenge. Scheming won't work. This is the number of karma. What goes around comes around. Let go of bullying, being fatalistic, domineering, greedy. The way that you will hold on to your wealth, your success, and your recognition is to do it not for the self, but to do it for more, to do it for humanity, whether it be in this size or this size, is to make the world a better place. Release being superficial. All the material possessions, the cars, or you boasting about yourself isn't going to work. What's going to happen is when you just do what it is that you're meant to do and bring others up with you, people are going to want to connect with you and work with you. Your allies in this lifetime are, just before I go into your allies, the 8 is very much like the 22-4 as well. Big vision, they care about making the world a better place. They get lost when they follow the money. So you could find a connection with a 22-4, but they are more in line with you. Your allies, the ones I want to talk about, they are often the number either side of you, you being an 8. So your allies will be a 7 and a 9. When I say allies, they are not the ones you want an intimate relationship, because they're going to be testing you again and again. They're kind of the opposite to what you are. So whereas the 8 is a risk taker, the 7 takes less risks. They're more skeptical and they do a lot of research. Sometimes you can waste a lot of money and have to repeat in order to sort it. But if you could have an ally of a 7 by your side, you might not jump in as quick. So spend some time, even if you limit it to a period, to do a bit of better research, or employ someone to do that for you. Spend time researching, and then before you make a decision, go inside. When an 8 is truly aligned and in their power, they trust their gut. Somehow they feel it, they know it. It's intuitive, it's instinctive. And the 7 and the 9 are both very intuitive numbers. It's your intuition that's going to help you know who's best to work alongside, what deals are best to go for, are you marketing in the right place, etc. The 9 as an ally is about forgiveness. Remember I said that you may not understand the power of money, whether you're born in it or not, is forgive where your roots are. Use your roots to focus your determination, your strong will. Let go of the past, let go of the lack, let go of what's not working, and move forward. The 9 is generous, and when the 8 is in alignment and doing this correctly, they are very generous. They'll know how it was to work their way up, and they will be more considerate bringing those up in their working environment. The 8 can be a manager or CEO, also an entrepreneur. An 8 may create many businesses and sell them, buy and sell businesses. They're very financial in their mindset, and they do understand the figure work. This does not mean that you can't be spiritual. The answer is you've got to balance the spiritual and the material. And there are successful spiritual businesses that are 8 life paths. I think that's it. So to recap, what the number is about owning your personal power, creating success that works for you, self-validating and shining in order to receive recognition. Wealth is not judged by your material assets or your money, but the richness of your life. So next time you want to envy an 8, know that they've worked damn hard to do this. And 8s that work that hard, remember your families, because there will come a point that if you've not remembered them for long enough, that they disappear. You have an abundance lifestyle ahead of you, and I hope you enjoy it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, give me a thumbs up. If you've got any comments, please leave them below. I always answer them. If you've not yet subscribed, please subscribe. If you want to stay notified for any other numerology videos that I create, please ring that bell. Every month I create an energetic video for the universe. I have created personal year videos, and there'll be a whole bunch of other series there. I love being able to share numerology with you, and if you've got value from this, please share it with other people. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.